So happy Pride Month. I'm here with Anthony from Disability First. So it is Pride Month, which obviously you're already aware. And I've got some questions that I'd like to ask you.
Okay.
So, what does Pride Month mean to you?
It's a really hard question, that. I think Pride Month means different things to lots of different people. For me personally, Pride Month is honouring the LGBT groups before us and kind of showing our support for them and the future as well, because they were the ones who actually got us to a point now where we are in this world, and we're now having to do the same thing for matters that may have not been resolved as of yet. So yeah.
And when was your first Pride event and where was it?
I think my first Pride event was Blackpool 2014. Little 14-year-old, but yeah.
And how did it feel?
Weird, because I'd been out in high school for a few years, but actually being around people who have been openly out for more than 2 years in a very sheltered environment felt kind of nice in a way, being this is how big of a scene Blackpool has, this is how supported you feel, and I did feel pretty supported.
That's good to hear. And how does it feel to be openly gay in the workplace, especially at Disability First?
It doesn't feel different. I feel like one of the family members. I don't actually feel being gay in a workplace should be an important factor. It's just, I am me. I am Anthony. Yes, I'm a gay guy, but I am also me. Whatever I do does not affect the office. Yes, I am a gay guy, but I'm still here to do a job. Mm-hmm. I am here to be me.
Isn't it you feel you can be yourself?
Yeah.
In the workplace, and
this workplace doesn't segregate. We're all either disabled, LGBT, people of different backgrounds. We are all supported in this workplace because obviously disability and the LGBT kind of community are very interlinked. We do suffer from
barriers.
Barriers, kind of hate crimes. Them for being disabled, us for being a bit different. We're all just different people. But
next one is, what experience have you had in regards to supporting clients as an openly gay person?
Good question. That's a good question. I feel being openly gay and clients knowing that can put them at ease sometimes, because there's you can have preconceived misconceptions of people when you hear, oh, you've got a gentleman doing your form, and seeing me, they can kind of put a barrier up being, oh, he's a man. I don't want to really deal with him. Sometimes I'd be I don't really think I should talk to a man. Then they come and meet me, and then they go, yeah, no, he's fine. It's okay. I'm not really feel threatened. I feel like he's just here to do his job. He's honest. And I feel like it's better to be if they're okay with me being me, and I can draw their self out, it helps me answer the questions more.
And have you ever had any clients that are part of the LGBTQ community?
We've had several, actually. It feels like we do have a few, most of which we just see them as a person, whether they're gay, straight, bi, a trans person. Yeah.
So, why do you think it's important for people and society to celebrate Pride Month?
As I said earlier, we are celebrating past LGBT people and their fights that they've had to put up with to get basic rights that cisgendered straight people had, like marriage, being able to have children, and kind of being seen as a normal person up till probably the 80s, 90s, homosexual and LGBT people were seen as different. We were seen as sort of dirty, kind of wrong people, whereas we're not. We're all actually pretty nice people when you get to know us. And I feel like they've fought so hard to get where we are now. If we don't fight and kind of show our pride, then it's just going to kind of fade into the background and then be forgotten, and then it's going to kind of repress back to how it was 15, 20 years ago.
Learning a lot here. Last question. So, who are your LGBTQ plus icons?
So my icons, going to sound weird, it's my friend group, because all of which are part of the kind of community, whether it being bi, lesbian, gay, pansexual, transgender. We're all on, but I feel very strong when I'm with them. They kind of bring the strength out. With celebrities like Tom Daley coming out in a very masculine and kind of strong world of men coming out as gays, kind of flipped it, and people are now feeling more able to come out and show their pride, being as a trans woman, trans men. All of these kind of very strong people. We've got RuPaul Drag Race, who, like RuPaul himself and the queens that are on the show, have done lots. They've started makeup businesses, become CEOs of their own charity businesses, and all of their like amazing stuff. They've created makeup lines, they've created apparel, but they're all there for one thing. They are there to support and show their pride in themselves and the LGBT community.
Oh, I actually want to carry on doing the interview, but that's the last question.
It was really good doing this. I really enjoyed it.
It's good, isn't it? Well, not the end, because obviously we'll be doing some more.
Yeah, we'll obviously get more for disability first.
Definitely. But I've really enjoyed it.
Me too. It's really interesting.
And it actually is. Yeah. Done.